Hello and welcome back to another round of Forgotten Op 2, this time on the German side on PHL. And with me, PHL by the way, Purple Heart Lane, and with me again Fenring or David FH2, another Forgotten Op 2 dev.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Now this map I do really like.
Yeah, it's one of the best infantry maps actually, I think.
Yeah, because I do like playing infantry, but I don't like it when maps are very close range in this game. I don't... oh crap, that was bad. I don't think that works out the best. I should have taken the FG42, I don't think I showed that yet. But that's one of those weapons that is always taken.
Yeah, I see what you mean. City maps have a tendency to get very cluttered and spam.
Yeah, in close combat. I think like medium to long range combat is most fun. Oh god, I'm so bad right now. Wait, what? No, he's dead. There was some weird shooting I did there.
It was an epic failure of defense of that hedgerow hole.
This map is one of those where you look at it as a mapper and you think, holy shit, who did all that work?
Yeah.
Oh crap. You know,
actually, Natty or Paul put down lots of work on this map.
And it was especially stuff like building fences from wooden poles by hand and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he did much work later to improve visibility and improve fighting, and you can actually tell.
Yeah, I wasn't around for testing that, to be honest. I think I came in 2.26, so that was after.
The first versions were kind of... sorry, it's in the bathroom. The first versions were much more like, dense, and you couldn't really fight. It was just this random, you run into each others in the bushes, basically.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was much darker, the light settings.
And didn't it also have this really busy and oversaturated color map?
Yeah, basically Natty was in the beginning not used to the BF2 system of working with textures, so we basically just moved over a Battlefield 1942 texture.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because in 1942, for those who don't know, they didn't have detail maps, so the color map had to be a lot more saturated and a lot more detailed, because it carried more weight, so to speak. Which looks weird in this engine then.
Yeah, and the color maps were much higher resolution in Battlefield 1942 actually. They were twice the resolution of Battlefield 2.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, to me, I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but to me the color map still looks a tad too saturated.
Yeah, it's not great, but I think the biggest problem is the detail textures, because, I think any detail texture now there's 512 pixels doesn't really look good on a 24-inch monitor, which is more or less the standard nowadays.
Yeah. That's something that you also told me for Oglidov to make new 1024 textures.
Oh, there we are. Mr. Yankee. Okay. Oh, he got me. Epic fail.
Yeah, there was a bit shit right now because I tried to shoot over the stone wall and I hit some kind of invisible collision mesh.
Oh yeah, maybe the collision mesh is not optimized.
Ah, that was bad.
Yeah, we're really screwed right now. Mortar is sitting as bad.
Yeah, of course, one thing to keep in mind in Normandy is that the Americans do have the upper hand in terms of infantry weapons.
Especially in maps like this where there's like rifle to rifle fighting.
Mm-hmm. However, is using that mortar surely is ruining the game, okay?
Yeah, you're using the mortar well now.
I was just reading from the chat. I think
Gothic guy is manning it. He's usually pretty lethal with artillery.
although often with artillery you feel like with some experience you can actually relatively reliably dodge it. Like, I don't get killed all that often by artillery. I mean, I got killed right now because I just spawned on somebody, but that somebody was in a position that I would never be in on this map because it's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm always the guy who lets others do the dying and goes into the cheap positions, you know.
You are no cannon follower.
Yeah, let the new guys do the heavy lifting, and I set up in some stupid location where nobody thinks anybody would be.
That's good. Someone got to do that as well, but I'm usually often a cannon fodder guy.
Yeah, it always depends also how your form is, you know. Sometimes
Yeah.
you can't miss, sometimes you can't hit.
Especially for old guys like me, the aim is not what it used.
Oh, yeah, I'm so bad right now. Although I was a bit flabbergasted that the grenade didn't take out that guy.
Just because I'm saying I'm bad, I just make them like 100 meters one shot when it's wrong. Yeah, he finally got me.
At least I didn't manage to backup the last bridge. They often try that.
Yeah, and then we are kind of.
Although I did make that a lot harder by placing invisible walls around everything, so you can't run into the OOB area quite as easily anymore. Which
Yeah, that's good.
which is not something I like to do because I feel invisible walls are a bit like for fuck's sake, I'm so bad right now. A bit unelegant.
Yeah, the mapper should take care of that with proper terrain. Or,
But to be honest, I mean, in Normandy with the hedges, it's kind of possible, but on most maps it isn't. Like, try to make a Russian map and close it off. I don't think, unless it's a city map. Yeah. Although then you probably also wouldn't have the problem of needing invisible walls, because without hedges there isn't anything for somebody to take cover behind an OOB.
Yeah.
If there's just more step, it's like, well, shoot him.
And a bit funny fact, the guy made this map, Natty, is now working at DICE in Stockholm. I think he's working on Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Yeah, I know he used to work on Battlefield Play for Free.
Yeah, he made lots of map for that.
Maybe he actually made that Irrawaddy River map that they have in the CMP, which I think was ported over. Somebody mentioned that it was ported over from the Play for Free.
Actually, I think Paul had already left Battlefield Play for Free team by then, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, Battlefield Play for Free is dead, isn't it? Didn't they switch it off together with Battlefield 2?
Well, yeah, that's true.
So,
But I think Paul left much earlier.
okay. So now he's on Mirror's Edge. Quite a change.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that would be the kind of game where that wouldn't really interest me much, to be honest, in terms of working on it.
I played number one, the first Mirror's Edge. it was kind of, I hate to say this, but it felt kind of pretentious in a way.
Yeah, you often get that with indie games as well, right? Where it's like, yeah, they think they're making art, like high art.
Yeah.
Probably not, no. Ah, shit. No, well, guy was good.
I'll try to rearrange you.
Oh, no, I get the FG-42. Now I will probably die immediately, but okay.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I got 2 with S. Yeah, that's nice. I avenged you.
Ah, shit. I didn't think he saw that.
What happened?
Ah, long story. Okay, now the fun part of the map starts. And squad leaders off in no man's land, swimming through the river.
Follow him to the end.
Swimming through the river like in Apocalypse Now. Oh, fuck. That.
It's owned by the network. I think he's gonna get a medal from the Americans.
So anyway, for those watching, this is the FG-42. This is the weapon everybody wants to have, because it's pretty sweet, and it looks cool. Looks like something out of a steampunk comic or something.
Could you give us some history behind that weapon? Because I'm not that ready onto it.
Well, basically the history behind it starts in Crete, which was a big parrot shop, and the Germans back then, the way their paratroops worked, they basically had to jump with only a pistol, and then pick up weapons from weapon containers. Anyway, whoa, that was nice. Anyway, they wanted a weapon that basically could be a rifle, semi-automatic, a light machine gun, and a machine pistol in one.
Oh.
Which is stupid, but they did it.
Yeah, I guess that's when you try to be everything to everyone, usually no good results.
Yeah. Yeah, but to be fair, the FG-42 is not a bad weapon. It was just, it had some problems in the sense that it was fairly expensive, and when the STG-44 came out, there was no reason to continue producing it, really. Because the STG-44 kind of does it better, and, yeah, well, it's one of those things where the Germans, people always think that the Germans are very efficient, but let's just say the Nazi administration was not evidence for that. So you often had stuff doubled up. Like, there's no reason really that the Luftwaffe and the army both had a assault rifle, I guess, but that used different ammunition, but that's how they rolled.
Yeah, and I think that problem was also in other parts, like tank construction was not standardized, and
Yep.
different tanks used different parts. It was only in the very end that they standardized some things.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Germans for you. Anyway, yeah, the FG-42. The one we have is the late model. There are 2 models. The early one, which has mostly like stamped metal parts, which you often can see on pictures from Italy or also Normandy sometimes. And this is the later one that was produced a bit more, I think. Fuck. How did I miss that guy? You know, right now I'm cursed for some reason.
I was taking fire and dying.
Now he's dead. But yeah, FG-42 was used by Fallschirmjäger, although it's very hard to actually find documentation on how they were supposed to be issued, like how many people would get them in a squad, stuff like that.
Yeah, especially with the Eastern Front, there's lots of problem getting accurate loadouts and stuff because there's so little information.
For what?
For the Eastern Front, there's so much less information than for the Western Front.
Yeah, that's true. From a mapping perspective, the worst thing about that is that everything is kind of scaled up. Like this battle here is basically a one-to-one copy of what happened. You know, of course, some changes for playability. For the Eastern Front, I don't think you could do that simply because everything is so far apart and there were so huge forces involved. And I get team code, damn it.
Yeah, I agree. Apart from maybe some obscure city or village battle, it's very hard.
Like Dukla Pass, for example, when I made that, that's based on the actual terrain, but it's scaled down, I think, by half, and that's still a fairly substantial map where it's not like cluttered or something, like, you know what I mean. If that would be in the original size, then you couldn't play that.
Excellent.
Ah, shit.
Came down to 8-1 or something.
Ah, shit, I encountered that bug where sometimes the machine gunners are invincible. Yeah, you need to throw a grenade at him.
Yeah. But it's always worse to be on the Allied side when you are having MG42.
No, I mean actually invincible, like you can't kill them.
Okay.
But Gavran fixed that for the next version. I mean, I don't want to talk about the details, how to, get it, but it's fixed now. But sometimes you, especially with the Italian one. And it took ages to notice for some reason. But he left it and got knifed.
Nice.
He probably wasn't even aware. He seemed a bit, to be honest, like, oblivious to what was happening around him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're in the back of the Americans, and we'll hopefully get them.
Top noob wins medals from the Americans.
What?
Top noob team kill 3 persons with ass mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the FG42 is weird in that... don't team kill me, please. Okay. In that it's not really an assault rifle like the STG-44 because it does use a full rifle round, which means that in-game it does a lot more damage, but it's also very uncontrollable. Ah, shit. Because it has a fast firing rate, but it's not as heavy as a light machine gun. Although, of course, if you deploy it, so that's that, but...
Yeah.
Usually you want to use it more like a semi-automatic rifle at most ranges. Although I know I'm a bad influence on that because I just spray and pray, but if you're good, you use it like a semi-automatic rifle.
You must get...
And not like I did there. Ah, shit. Was he up there? Yeah, there's somebody in that big garage building. So if somebody has a grenade...
To get him, but it's hard, I'm getting fired at everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of wish the FG42 had a grenade. That's kind of one of those things that I personally don't really like, although I get it, but I think technically this shouldn't be the light machine gun option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Fallschirmjäger, they did use the normal MG42, you know, and I think this was mostly used by squad leaders and stuff like that.
Yeah, so maybe we could tweak this a bit.
Okay, I got the guy. He didn't look both ways.
Well,
Which...
they got me.
Oh, fuck. That was close. That could have gone sideways. Yeah, see, there you use the fully auto function on it. You use it like a submachine gun, basically. Pray and fucking pray.
I don't understand how you can do all these nice explanations, but there's just explosions everywhere.
Shit. Well, I'm a teacher.
Yeah, great. Oh, in real life, I guess.
Well, I'm still training, but yeah. So I'm good at talking just randomly. Although it is harder in game.
Still nice. It's just completely chaotic defense here. Everybody running around like headless chickens.
Shit. And I survived that. What do you know? Yeah, it's too bad the fight. Oh fuck. And I'm going to bleed out. Shit. Yeah, it's kind of sad that we don't have the Fallschirmjäger models yet.
What's the status for those? Are they made? Or?
Yeah, we have the models, but not properly coded in. They looked really weird.
Oh, and I guess the only guys who can make those are not disposable.
Well, I mean, as I said, we do have the model. Kretzer made one, but we couldn't get them properly in game. I'm not sure Stapfen knows how to code them in. So maybe Remdul would have to do that.
Yeah, Remdul is the guy.
Okay, it's not here, but here, this place here is where you can find a scoped FG-42 actually, which is one of the most rare weapons in the game. Now, is it the most amazing weapon ever? Probably not, but it's fun to use from time to time. Ah, shit. Okay, so last stand. Let's hope we can hold them. Although in my experience that last sector is very hard to hold at the Germans.
Yeah, they usually lose them.
And they're already in here as well. Great. Pre-capping.
I wonder how this is going. Not good for us, at least.
No. Shit. Yeah, right after standing up you can't use a machine gun from the hip. Yeah, they pre-capped us.
Capping.
Yeah, this is something that we're also talking about. I mean, for one thing, in the future, of course, which we already showed, there will be these push markers that flash if somebody goes near them. So that will make it harder to completely pre-cap something. Although we also talked, although I don't think we will do that now with the new system, but we also talked about theoretically having combat areas that change. So it would be out of bounds. Although that would mean lots of work for mappers to retrofit sector push maps with that.
Yeah, many maps don't have their assigned mapper anymore, so basically few people will have to divert the limited resources to
Yeah.
in other places.
Yeah, and you would have to test it. And I think the thing that Gavran coded in with the blinking push markers is actually fairly elegant in terms of solution. It's not as restrictive, while it still works, you know.
Yeah, is it possible to get another icon, like something else than a push marker? Would be less confusing.
I don't know, but I don't think it's that confusing to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
There are more confusing elements of this game, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Round is running kind of long. I'm kind of afraid of running out of disk space for the recording.
You have a separate
fuck.
recording.
The problem is I'm recording it on my C drive because that's an SSD.
Oh.
And that's kind of limited in scale compared to my bigger 1 terabyte or whatever that is. That's actually more than that, I think, but the normal game drive, you know.
Yeah, maybe we could replace it with SSD, so they're going down.
I don't have that kind of cash to buy SSDs, to be honest. I mean, I probably could save up for one, but you know, we'll see. Maybe I will get an SSD. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also playing on a laptop, so there's that. So it would have to be like an external drive, I guess, unless I wanted to fuck with it.
I see. Actually, we might still win this. They don't have any tickets left.
It's gonna be a close one at the very least, yeah. You know, for a while I had my skill back, but now I'm shit again.
Yeah, I had mine for like 5 minutes, then it disappeared.
Ah, crap, that position isn't good. Wait for them and build defense. I don't give them ideas. Next they want buildable trenches and stuff. Although they already want that, I guess. I remember, didn't Desert Combat actually have some way to place, back in the day, sandbag walls, stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't quite remember, but...
I do remember on LAN parties. Whoa, how did that guy not die? Oh, he ducked. On LAN parties, playing FH1 and Desert Combat and that other World War II realism mod, XWW2.
Was that a realism mod?
Experience World War II. Yeah, I think, well, it was kind of realistic, I guess. Up to a point. I do remember they had a Battlefield 2 version as well, but that was really crap.
Yeah, either I play is very limited or not at all, actually.
Well, there were 2 other World War II themed Battlefield 2 mods. One was... Oh, I almost team killed that guy. One was Battle Group blah blah blah, Battle Group World War II or something. Battle Group Frontlines it was called, because it merged with the 4th World War II mod. That one was decent. That one was quite good. I think Kretzer came from that, no?
Exactly. Actually, I have a little story about that. And they released before Forgotten Hope 2.
Yeah, I remember. I played it.
And our late developer, Rad, who is unfortunately dead now, he actually leaked the Forgotten Hope release. He leaked the wrong date for the Forgotten Hope release to their mod leader. And then they got into panic mode and released too early.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird. Although I do remember that mod was decent, because the XWW2 mod was really crappy in that they only had lots. Like they didn't have several versions of every tank, but only one, and they only used the lots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looked crappy.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that was just a case of incompetence, whereas the Battle Group Frontlines mod was decent enough.
Yeah, I remember they got the tanks really well. They felt very heavy. Don't know why that couldn't be done in FH2, but the coders, I guess, have some reason for that.
No, I don't know, but anyway, and it was also cool because they had the early Eastern Front, which you don't see that much.
Yeah, with the KV2. for
Yeah,
instance.
stuff like that. 1941, 1942 they had. Which, for the Eastern Front, is like... Late in the war, the Germans get the cool stuff. Early in the war, the Russians.
Yeah, exactly.
Like early in the war, as the Russians, you get semi-automatic rifles, you get different tank models instead of just like T-34s and the occasional IS-2 or something.
Yeah, could you explain something to our viewers about the semi-automatic rifles for the Russians?
Yeah, I could, but for one thing, we just won. Also, the video will be over soon. But also, I actually already did that on the Arad video with the where it has Tokarev SVT-40 in the title, so you can listen to that. I already explained it there. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.